setting on this trip. It's day 21. Keep watching to see what happens today. I'm Roger, this is Roger Rides for AT. So, it's the penultimate day of the trip. Back in the UK, just leaving Hull at the minute, heading for Grantham today. Well, it was a bit slow disembarking. The ferry port is undergoing some work, I believe, so they had to use alternate routes, whatever. What this meant was the deck that all us cyclists were on, and some or all of the cars, was the last to unload, as they had to clear the lower decks, then put a ramp down for us to exit. So a bit slower getting away, but all well managed and everything in the circumstances. So the Humber Bridge is very much in sight now. And this is the Humber Bridge. So just met up with Jerry from work. He was up this way, said he'd meet me as I came off the Humber Bridge. Managed to track him down. Thanks for the coffee, Jerry. See you next week. Lincolnshire was supposed to be flat. Coming down here into a headwind is not pleasant on a heavy bike. Well, I'm a few miles past Brig. Was it about 29-30 miles into the ride? And I'm now following a section of the King John Way, a recent long route creation created by Roy Redman, Ride with Roy. Now I'll be following this route most of the way to Grantham. I think the last little bit I deviate from it to head for where I'm staying rather than the town centre. But probably for, let's say for the next 50 miles or so, I'll be following the King John Way. If only you could sort the wind out, Roy. It's a bit blowy today, but Who cares? I'm on the bike. That's all that matters. It's tough going today. Headwind all the way, quite blustery. No idea what it's actually gusting at. I'll have a look at the stats later. Finding it hard work today, to be honest. Probably the worst day of the trip. And it's into this wind all the way. It's pretty much like it finished up on, when was it? 2 days ago, going into Arnhem, the last 25-30 miles of that. So I've just tweaked today's route, make it a bit more direct, cuts a few miles out, and let's get a strong finish tomorrow to the trip. It's probably more than just the wind. With the ferry last night, can actually do my usual ritual, if ritual's the right word, is down a whole load of water when I get in. Find a local supermarket, get a bottle, or depending on what's available in the hotel. Nothing around the ferry port or on the ferry, so perhaps a bit dehydrated as well. Or is it just simply it's the end of a long trip and that's the effect? Don't know, but onwards and upwards. Hopefully not too much upwards. Downhills would be nice, but catch you later. Just to expand a little on what I was just saying, I mentioned earlier that a lot of today would be following the King John Way, or a segment of the King John Way. That in itself added on 20-25 miles to the more direct route that I could have taken. What I'm doing now, I've done some of the King John Way. I'm now doing the more direct bit. Still going to be 15 or so miles more than the direct route would have been. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Show you what makes this hard work when it's windy or headwind. Got the pack on the front, so aerodynamically it's a great big block that's got to get through the air. Crosswinds, I've got the bag on the back, I've got the bag in the middle. And I've got the side view of the pack on the front. So any crosswinds, there's more to catch. You know, ignoring the rider, and I will accept that after, well, on day 21, I'm probably not at my best, to put it mildly. Anyway, for anyone who doesn't know, that may explain why this has been hard work for the last couple of days. Well, that was close. After plotting the alternate route a while back, I thought I'd better just sanity check it. Glad I did. It wanted to take me on the A1 for probably only about 3/4 of a mile, but in my mind it's 3/4 of a mile too much. Tweaked that. Added a couple more miles. I'd rather that. Got about 3.5 to go. It's been a tough day. I may have mentioned it once or twice, but the constant wind on this worn out body. But hopefully get a good night's sleep, good rest. Fingers crossed. I haven't looked at the weather forecast for tomorrow yet. Fingers crossed the wind will completely change direction and be behind me. Somehow I doubt it, but I can hope. Anyway, let's get this finished for today. Well, within a mile, just got a little climb up into Great Gonerby. A little bit more to their house. I'm gonna wrap up now. By the time I get there, it's gonna be just over 90 miles. Come back tomorrow for the final day.